Hi there. My name is Molly. I'm a neurosomatics coach, a fulfillment coach, neurosomatics practitioner, fulfillment coach, Sedona method facilitator. I'm a heart healer. And in this video, I'm going to read a Substack article that I wrote in July of 2025 because I'm the girl that does a whole lot of journaling throughout her healing journey as energy is changing, as I'm transforming, and I never read back my stuff. And there's a lot of wisdom in there, stuff that I need to rehear and stuff that I want to share on platforms where people maybe are more interested in auditory learning or, just hearing somebody's voice that makes them feel safe and comfortable. So my Substack information is in the description, by the way, if you do want to follow that. And also definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're interested in nervous system healing, if you're interested in body-based wisdom practices, healing practices that are accessible, as well as my coaching wisdom of how to actually implement these into your life in sustainable ways. I also take individual clients where we can go on longer journeys together and really tailor and customize the information and tools based on what your body is asking for. As well as I can teach you how to actually listen to your body so you don't need to rely on external sources to tell you what's right for you. Okay, so enough of that. That's going to change probably every time I get on here. I am going to be reading, so my eye contact is not going to be in the camera. Sorry about that. Eventually, the whole setup will be a lot different and probably better. So the article title is actually "The Kaleidoscope Isn't You: Why Letting Go of Emotions Changes Everything." I've been focusing a lot on nervous system work lately because most of us are walking around stuck in a survival state, even if we're functioning fine. We've been taught not to trust our bodies, to over-identify with the mind, to brace against life and white knuckle our way through and mistake suffering for destiny. But here's the truth. You can feel safe again. You can feel free. In my work with clients, I help people achieve their wildest dreams, sometimes dreams they didn't really know they had or didn't know were actually accessible to them. And not by pushing harder or thinking their way out, but by decoding the body, clearing the blocks, and restoring trust in their intelligent and inner system. There's a formula to living a life you love, and it starts here. When someone misunderstands their survival signs, they stay trapped in hidden patterns. When we regulate or modulate the nervous system, we create space. We create capacity. We reprogram reactions, and we restore choice and power. I'm adding words in here based on the changes that I've made from July until now. It is now January 2026. I've learned a lot since July. When the system softens, emotions rise. This happens to a lot of people when they start to work on nervous system regulation, no matter what journey they're on, if it's breath work or meditation and investing in a coach, even doing bodywork things regularly like massage or acupuncture. When the body recognizes, oh, I'm actually safe, that's when we really need the tools to navigate the waves. That's when people usually go back to what's more familiar to them instead of continuing to implement the tools that they know are actually healing them and getting them to where they want to go. Because when the body's safe, emotions that have been stored and suppressed start coming to the surface, and they can either re-trigger survival or, with the right tools, become the doorway to liberation. And that's where one of my favorite emotional tools comes in, the Sedona method. Letting go isn't about pretending the emotion never existed. It's not bypassing. It's also not using nervous system regulation to make the emotion go away. It's about finally remembering that you are not your feelings, that you are not your fear, that you are not your pain. Letting go is sacred. It's what happens when we stop gripping, when we stop attaching meaning to every thought or sensation, when we stop dragging old emotions into every new moment. Here's a metaphor I've been working with. And before we move on, I do want to say I am about to record, but also offer Sedona Method releasing videos. They're kind of like meditation type videos, guided meditation videos that you'll have access to here. And if you resonate with this method, a personal session can be really fun because we get to speak throughout and really tailor it to exactly what's coming up for you so that you can feel empowered to do this on your own. Letting go is also natural. It's the most natural way our body knows how to process and digest the energy that is emotion. So remember that. Emotion is energy. So here's the metaphor. Emotions are like colored glasses. When you're holding on to anger, it's like wearing angry glasses. Everything you look at gets filtered through that red tinted lens. People seem more annoying. Life feels unfair. Every circumstance seems to prove that something is against you, that you have to fight for your right to be here, fight for your peace, fight to just be who you are. But really, the external world is just mirroring the internal charge you're already carrying and have probably been carrying for a long time. When you've been holding on to multiple emotions like anger, shame, grief, or fear, it's like walking through life with a kaleidoscope instead of clear vision. From a spiritual lens, a kaleidoscope is beautiful, colorful, complex, ornate. But to your human brain and nervous system, it's disorienting. It's not clear. You can't make grounded decisions when your view is spinning and changing. You're only seeing a sliver of reality at a time, distorted by that current emotion, that current color. And that's when your system starts defaulting to protection. Freeze, fawn, fight, flight. Creativity, connection, and collaboration go offline. Over time, we forget we're even looking through a lens. The glasses start to feel like who we are. We build identities, beliefs, and coping strategies around our kaleidoscope. And those same strategies become the excuses we use to keep holding on to it. But the kaleidoscope is not who you are. It is a part of your story. It was built from past experiences that created fractures in your system as a whole. They're wounds that were left unhealed, broken pieces of glass kind of put together in ways that make sense to keep you safe and functioning as best as you can. Again, that kaleidoscope is not the truth of who you are. You are the one looking through it. So here's the truth. The kaleidoscope isn't you. The emotion isn't you. You are not your pain. You are experiencing pain. And that's a very important difference. When we say, I am angry, I am sad, we merge with the feeling. A more accurate and a more healing adjustment to language would be, I feel this anger in my body in this immediacy. I am currently, apparently, if you want to go to the Sedona Method route, experiencing sadness. I'm currently seeing life through the lens of disappointment. This isn't just semantics, it's the return of your personal power. Emotions are not the ultimate truth. They are the language between your subconscious and your conscious minds, between your spirit and your body. When a present moment triggers a past emotional imprint, that emotion isn't revealing the truth. It's revealing an unresolved wound, yours or ancestral, that's asking to be felt and freed and transmuted into wisdom. It's a memory. Letting go doesn't mean pretending the emotion never existed. It means fully allowing it without resisting, suppressing, or clinging until it dissolves on its own. It's welcoming it without judgment because, as you may have heard, love heals all. And sometimes love simply means being there, fully there. It's simple, it's profound, and it's what allows life to start flowing again. When you use tools like the Sedona method, you can let go fully, gently, without force. You don't need to pay someone to have forgiveness. You don't need to invest in someone constantly for this work to be done. This is something that you can relearn how to do, reteach your body how to do, so that it becomes as natural as taking a shower. You create internal space when you do work like this consistently. You make room for clarity. You return to your power. If you've been carrying a kaleidoscope, if you feel like your reactions are bigger than the moment, if you're done gripping and ready to live more open and more freely, I'd love to support you, and this is where I drop my information. I'm currently offering a 12-week program to help you release emotional baggage, regulate your nervous system, and reconnect with your truth. You'll experience emotional freedom and somatic safety so you can create love and lead without fear. Schedule a consultation to explore this work with me. Your clarity is already within you. You don't have to keep wearing the glasses. And this is why I decided to do this, because that article was something that I needed to read. It's something that I needed to remember, because there are things that I want to share with people that get lost in the sauce over time. I want to do more Sedona method videos because I know how powerful that technique is. I want to offer and create this actual program that I could piece together on a whim, or I could actually put together and offer on my website. I hope that video helped you. I hope it granted you a new perspective to see that while your emotions are real because you are experiencing them, we don't have to hold on to them to make sense of them. We don't have to hold on to them to feel relief. We don't have to hold on to them and figure them out in order to stay safe. In fact, safety is already here and now. Happiness is already here and now. Peace is already here and now. And we don't need to keep putting prerequisites in front of it by holding on to our emotions. I really hope that you check out the Sedona method videos that I will be posting. And again, like, subscribe, comment, follow, because I'm ready to help the world heal. Thanks for watching.